a different set of slides and everything. So, um, what I wanted you to see was a little bit different story, and I hope that I hope you like it. So, you guys have all seen that, and again, welcome. If you're looking at Valentus for the very first time, congratulations. I think you've just found the world's best home-based business, the world's best way of making money from home, and it could be your path to a new life. It's become the path to a new life for lots of people around the globe, and more people keep joining and doing well. So, a little bit about me. I'm going to be your host. That's my dog Rocky over there. He is my faithful companion, my confidant, my protector, and my emotional support animal. He is fully licensed and trained to kill, but he hasn't done that yet. So, hey guys, I've been in the network marketing industry now for 33 years. Never thought that I'd ever be in this industry because I really didn't appreciate it. I didn't know what it was. And I really thought it was for people that couldn't go out and find a real job. So, 33 years ago, I said yes. I could have said no. And if I would have said no, I would have missed out on making over $16 million. I'd have said no, and I'd have missed out on helping lots of people around the globe change their lives. And that's what I've really enjoyed. I mean, I've traveled over 6 million miles, 39 countries. And I said yes to Valentus in May of 2018. Why? Because I was fat. I was fat, and you're going to hear that story. So in the past 24 months, made right at $600,000. So, here's what, a lot of people don't understand. People don't plan to fail. They just fail to plan, right? They just don't have what goes wrong. And what goes wrong is life, right? Life happens all around us. And whether it's medical or in this case, the coronavirus or whatever, they're just left with no cushion, right? No extra income, no plan B, no alternative way of making money. So there are a lot of people now looking at, starting a home-based business, another way of making money. So, I don't know what your plan B is, but if you don't have one, you need to think about getting one. Success is really a choice. Age, gender, where you live, education, none of those things really matter at all. It's having a burning desire, to succeed, right? I mean, it's just, if you've got that burning desire to succeed, I think nothing happens by coincidence. Everything happens because of a reason, right? There's a reason for everything. So, you're not going to get rich by accident. It's never too late to start. It's never too early to start. And I see a lot of people that are in their 20s getting started, and, they're getting to some ranks that have some incredible monthly incomes at a very young age. And I hope they have a mentor in their life that'll show them what to do with that money and how to do some things. I didn't. I didn't. So I spent a lot of my money. We're going to see some unprecedented growth over the next 3 to 5 years. Forbes magazine came out with this article, and we were all cheering up and down. 79 million people are going to start a home-based business in the next 5 years. That was pre-pandemic, right? That was before March. And like I said, we were all jumping up and down. But I think that unprecedented growth, these numbers are going to double, triple because of what's happened since March. So, it's now in the forefront of everybody's mind that, hey, I better do something else. I better have a side gig in addition to whatever it is I am, whatever, I'm an attorney, I'm a doctor, I'm a dentist, whatever it is, and having a side gig. So, guys, one of the things of a way of reaching those 79 million people is that you've got to have a system. You've got to have a message. You've got to be out there actively pursuing and telling the story. So not too long ago, we started on a journey of creating just that system, right? A system of very dynamic websites called funnels that people were placing ads all over social media where people can go and listen to the story, right? Listen to the story. And we now have several different ads that are running. Soon there'll be multiple ads that are running, and people jump on these things and they listen to the story. They listen to the story. Let's listen to the story just for a minute.
Stop what you're doing right now. Are you stuck in the old world, waiting for things to go back to normal? Folks, things are never going back to normal. Our world has changed forever. You need to understand the new world, what is working in today's world. You know, folks, our world has changed forever. And for those people that are stuck in the old world, resisting change and understanding what's going to work in the new world, people's behaviors, buying habits, everything has changed. You need to understand what it is, and you need to adapt. You need to adapt to the new world. Folks, I've just written a book called Network Marketing in the New World to do exactly that, to help you understand how to transition into this new world, how to win big. All you have to do is click on the link, and I will give you a free ebook so you can understand, move into the new world with excitement and confidence, and take advantage of what's happening right now. Folks, you may say, who am I to say this? Folks, I've been 32 years in this industry of network marketing. I've made over $24 million. And folks, I'm not a has-been. I just had my best year ever. Last year, nearly $4 million in earnings and just absolutely exploding. I study this industry. I understand this industry. I can help you understand the new world. Just click on the link, get your copy, Network Marketing in the New World, How to Win Big, and I promise you, it's going to make a difference. It's going to help you transition and win big.
So you got to hear John's story. So that's the beginning. Now we've got several funnels, we've got several systems that are out there. But before we move ahead, I want you to really hear from John, what his, where he was.
Well, we're turning down my street. This is the trailer park I lived in when I was a maintenance person at a potato chip factory. Here's my trailer coming up right here, this white and yellow one. There, that's where I used to live. Looks like they've kept it in pretty good shape. Hi, my name is John Haremza. This was my life prior to network marketing. I was welding, building, maintaining equipment, living in a trailer park. Let me share my life with you today.
Well, obviously, we know what John's life is like today. I mean, after making $24 million, life does change. And having his best year ever last year, making $4 million. John's been with the company since the beginning. And this is another part of the system. It's our own app. Everybody talks about an app. Everything runs on an app. Well, Valentus has an app. So if you can send a video, if you can send, information from an app, then you can do this business. It's very, very, very simple. And we're making it simpler all the time. Let's talk about it. We've talked about network marketing. John talked about network marketing. John talked about, writing a book about, the new world of network marketing. Network marketing is, again, something that I never thought that I'd ever be in. A good friend of mine kidnapped me back in 1987, said we were going out to dinner and going to have a good time. Well, he took me to a network marketing meeting, and, that was not very much fun. In the beginning, I was kind of angry at him, but I had to put up with him. He was a client of mine from my advertising business, so I put up with him. And I got to that meeting, and what I found were there were a lot of people having a lot of fun, and I saw a lot of people that didn't look particularly smart that were making more money monthly than I was making annually after being in business for 16 years. So I started paying very close attention, and by the end of the evening, I had made a decision. I said, I've seen enough. I'm going to do this. If these people can do this, I can do this, and so that's what happened to me. And, here we are 33 years later. You can see the comparisons that we put here. I mean, the network marketing industry is a huge business. And folks, it's nothing more than a different way of distributing product. That's all it is. You see, we don't spend money on celebrity endorsements or advertising, television, radio, or anything like that. We take and spend money on people, right? We're the messengers. We carry the message to our friends, to all the people that we know, and we all know hundreds and hundreds, and they all know hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So that's how organizations get built, and everybody just doing a little bit of business. And that's how these incredible incomes are generated, is by reoccurring purchases. And I'm going to show you something. Here's something that I want you to pay close attention to, and that is that if you don't own a home-based business, if you don't own a business at all, and you're a W-2 earner, which means you get your W-2 from your employer, then you've got to start a home-based business. You've got to start a business. Why? Because you have the luxury of deducting things, right? Take advantage of owning a business, and you can start a Valentus business very, very inexpensively, and you can write off all kinds of things, including the startup cost to start your business. So advertising, retirement plan contributions, rent, whether you rent, part of your home for your business, part of your utilities, your internet, your phone bill, just all kinds of things. You can pay for those things with pre-tax dollars. Ask your CPA. I'm not a CPA, but I know how much we've saved over the course of the last 35 years by owning a business. I got into network marketing in 1987. I did very well in the first company that I was with. I went after, what was it? I guess it was 5 years later, went to another company, decided that the grass was greener somewhere else. And, I wish that someone would have told me that I should have stayed where I was, but nobody did. So I went to where the grass I thought was greener. And, although I made money, and that was my first $1 million year. Now, I've made money in the past, I've made lots of money in the past, but even with my own advertising business, but I never made that kind of money, right? And I did this with no employees, with no office. I did this from home, right? From home. So I wanted you to see the documentation. Quorum was the first company, the second company, that company that I went to, right? We lived in this house in Scottsdale, and actually in Paradise Valley, Arizona, 6-bedroom, 6.5 bath house, great house. And, we had a lot of fun. I mean, that was a fun company. We had our own Grand Prix team. We had an offshore racing team that we sponsored. We sponsored with Eddie Cheevers, our own Indianapolis 500 car. I've been there. That was one of my bucket list things. And, that was a fun thing to do, right? So it was living the dream. I mean, we were doing all of those things. Since then, I've been with a couple other companies, and in May of 2018, I decided to join Valentus. Why? Because of my friend Smiling Dave Jordan. Dave and Rick Gerolds called me, and they said, Chuck, we've got the most amazing weight loss coffee the world has ever seen. And I said, well, Dave, I'm not interested in building another team. I'm pretty much done with that, but I would like to try some of that coffee. So he said, well, if you want to try it, go ahead and buy it. So I did. I bought a couple of canisters of coffee, and lo and behold, I lost 9 pounds the first week after I started drinking 2 cups of coffee every morning. I lost 18 pounds the first month. And that's when I said, Dave, I'm coming up to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So I flew up there mainly to find a reason not to do this. You see, I didn't want to do this, but after I spent 2.5 days with Dave at John Herenza up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, I found a company that was very reminiscent of 3 other companies that I was part of that I made millions of dollars with. Timing, 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 everything being at the right place in the right time. The company is now 6 years old. We just went through a big birthday bash, did an online presentation for 9 hours, right? Absolutely incredible, flawless presentation for 9 hours. And make sure that you get that link from the person that invited you here to take a look at this. But, you know, I couldn't avoid it, right? It was just, I could say, you know what, I don't want to do this. And I would be walking away from millions of dollars that I was going to earn with Valentus. When I joined 2018, the next year, the sales went up by 525%. I'd like to say that I'd take credit for that, but I'd be lying. But, you know, it went up anyway. It was, everything was happening, right? Everything was happening. Now we've got not only offices in the Philippines, but in Germany, an office that's starting in Nigeria, other offices that I hear about that are starting up all over the globe. We're shipping to over 100 countries. And so our opportunity is the world, right? So you can start a home-based business right from the world, right from the comfort of your home all over the world. And remember what I said about timing? Timing is the critical element in everything. Beginning, you know, when you get in the beginning stages of a company, 98% of the companies fail within the first 2 years. Dave overcame those odds. I call it the death spiral, right? 98% of the companies that start never get out of there. They spiral into bankruptcy, into failure, and leave the scene. Dave is now, you know, 6 years, but I'm telling you, the next 6 years are going to be 10 times as good as the first 6 years. So mark my words here. John is going to make a lot more money. Rick is going to make a lot more money. I'm going to make a lot more money. And if you decide to get involved, you're going to make a lot more money. Let me show you what's happened, right? John went from earning $9 an hour as a welder to making $9,000 a day. And at the height of his earning, up to $15,000 a day. I mean, that's obscene income, right? Obscene income. This is from Business for Home magazine. You can go to businessforhome.org and take a look at all of this. It's up there for everybody to take a look at. And these are just a few of the people that are on the list. And I just grabbed that. There's lots more, and there will be lots more that we're going to add, including your name if you decide to join us. Let me tell you about the products. You know, we've got, this is the product that I fell in love with, right? Because it did what they said it was going to do. It was going to crush my cravings. It was going to increase my energy. It was going to metabolize. Folks, my weight went from 215 to 175. I had to stop drinking as much coffee as I was because people were asking if I was okay, right? I was just thinning out. The fat had exited my body. My waist went from a 40-inch waist down to a 32, 33. You know, I never had an issue with blood sugar, but you know, I do my blood work every year with my doctor, and he looks at me and he says, Chuck, I don't know what you're doing, but just keep doing that, right? Whatever you're doing, just keep doing that, because for your age at 102, you're healthier than most people are at 40. So, so here it is. You know, you can lose weight without losing your mind. You know, how about that, right? I mean, lose weight without losing your mind, and that's where we're at, folks. Here now we've got 27 or 28 different products. 2 more products were just announced on the birthday bash, and I'll show you those in a second. But Dave started with 4 products, now 27. I want you to go to valentusproducts.com and go take a look. Or, you know, and then also go to FB Testimonials. That's our Facebook site, fbtestimonials.info, fbtestimonials.info. And go take a look at the testimonials. Don't believe me, just go take a look at the testimonials for yourself. So I've got about 6 or 7 products on here that I just absolutely love, that I would drink regardless of whether or not there was an opportunity attached. These are the two new products. The ThermoPerk is a billion-dollar product all by itself, hands down. I mean, I was taking it for 7 days. That's all they gave me was 7 days worth, and you know, there were only 1,000 bottles available when we finished the broadcast, and those got snapped up, and we're waiting for inventory to get in. So that'll be back up on the website very quickly. But it is a capsule that does what the coffee does, except it escalates everything. Now, you know, I'm a real stickler for, you know, making sure blood pressure and all of those things. So when I started taking it, I started monitoring all of my vitals, right? And there was no increase in heart rate. There was no increase in blood pressure. There was just increase in energy, a decrease in appetite, crushed my cravings. I mean, I really had to force myself to eat. I don't know a lot about the natural cellular detox, but from what I'm told, that this is, again, an awesome product, and we'll just have to wait until I get some, and I'll tell you myself. So, you know, guys, 50% of every sales dollar is paid out to the field. 7 profit centers. I'm not going to go through them with you. You wouldn't understand them anyway. But what I want you to do is think about, you know, to become an independent business owner with Valentus, it's going to cost you $20. Remember those tax deductions that I told you about? They all apply. You start a business with Valentus for $20, and you are now in a business, you're in pursuit of profit, and you now have tax deductions, right? You have all of those things. You're going to get websites, you're going to get accounting and commissions paid. You're going to get just you know, Dave has spent millions of dollars putting this together. If this was a franchise, this wouldn't be $20. This would be $200,000, right? Would be $200,000. So, I mean, compare it against traditional businesses, there's just no comparison. You know, John has made the kind of money and is making the kind of money as are everybody else with no employees, right? No employees. So become an independent distributor. Here's how. We've got lots of ways to get started. You can start for as little as $59 plus your $20 one-time fee. So you can get started with a basic pack. You can get started with this starter pack, this advanced pack, but you're going to leave money on the table. This is the one that I recommend. I recommend a package of the Business Builder package, $575, and you select 16 products. You get 16 different products. Yes, we've got a bigger package with 36 products, but you know, the average person just doesn't need that. Maybe if you owned a hair salon or you were a chiropractor and you wanted to carry products in your business, then of course you can start with a bigger package and you buy the products for less money. So, so what I'm going to do is I want to show you this real quickly. This is a chart that's put out by the company, and it's really an income disclosure, right? It shows you at every rank, and there's other ranks besides on top of Blue Diamond, but it shows you at the first 6 ranks what the average monthly income is, right? Average month, and this, again, is put out by Valentus, so they know exactly what people are earning in those particular positions. Look, guys, $14,000, I mean, $15,000 to $30,000 a month. At Blue Diamond, $33,000 to $75,000 a month. Look, people are making more money monthly as a Blue Diamond than a lot of people make annually. And it's all because of reoccurring purchases and leverage. So I'm going to give you a plan. And that's the primary purpose of this little get together this evening, is to give you a plan, a track to run on. You can get to diamond in 9 months, double diamond in 10 months, a year from now, right? Think about it. August the 3rd, 2021, you're a triple diamond, you're making $15,000 to $30,000 a month. Tell you what, your life will change. Get to Blue Diamond in 13 months. It is the quickest and easiest path to a six-figure income I've ever seen. And this plan that I'm about to show you we've taken the Valentus compensation plan and we've simplified it, right? We're going to show you exactly what the plan will pay if you follow these instructions. So you purchase the $600 business builder pack, right? That maxes out the payout of the compensation plan. Along with that, you're going to get our system. You're going to get our digital marketing system worth about $2,000 just because you purchased that package. You know, in addition to, you know, you've got to try 3 products every month. You make a commitment, commitment for the next year to try 3 products every month. And yes, that money's going to come out of your pocket initially, but in a very short period of time, it'll come out of earnings. I'll show you that. And then you find one person a month that'll do exactly the same thing. Not 10, not 5, just one person every month that'll do exactly the same thing. This will be life altering. I mean, really and truly, let me show you what happens. I'm going to give this to you in kind of little bite-sized pieces. We're going to look at it every 2 months. I want you to keep track of the team size, the gross commission, the purchase amount, and the net commission. Here you are. You get started with $600. You buy your business builder package. You enroll your best friend, Tom, right? That happens in August. In September, you enroll Jim. Tom enrolls somebody. You've got a group of 3. Okay, it's working. You made $100 off of Tom's purchase and $100 off of Jim's purchase. You see what happens? By month 4, your team has grown from 3 to 15. That month, in your 4th month, you made $475. You're still $285 in the hole, right? I set this up to give you the proper expectations. This is not something that you're going to get rich with overnight, but it is something that you will earn money with over time. So let's look by the 6th month. Your group of 15 has grown to 63. This month, you made over $1,000. So it's working. What have you done in that 6 months? You've enrolled Tom, Jim, Mary Sue, Frank, and TJ, right? 6 people that you know or don't know. They could have come from the marketing campaign. You're now almost $1,000 to the good, right? You're to the good. So by the 8th month, 63 people to 255. You made over $4,000. Collectively, you've made, for the past 8 months, $7,400. You've made your $160 a month purchase every month of your 3 products. Like I said, that came out of your pocket. Now it's coming out of earnings. So it's no big deal, right? See, this business is all about a lot of people doing a little. The 255 is now growing to 1,000 people. Here's what happens. These 511 people make their purchase, their $160 purchase. We call it a loyalty purchase, and they create $51,100 in volume, right? So there's 100 volume, business volume, that it equates to each one of those people. You've now made over $17,000 that month. In total, over 32 grand. Let me show you what happens a year from now. Your group is now grown to over 4,000 people. Your monthly check just went to over $68,000. You've made over $135,000 in the past 12 months. But here's what happens. Get ready. I mean, this is what's happening as you continue to grow your business. You now went into a 6-figure monthly income. You now made more money monthly than you had in the past 12 months. You've made over $270,000 in the past 13 months. And it just continues like that as long as everybody continue. Now, you can do it faster by enrolling more people, right? You can do it slower by enrolling less people. You're in total control of your future. But if you can see yourself doing this, then I would encourage you to get back and get started doing everything. So, um, it all starts with commitment, right? Without commitment, you're never going to start. And that's that commitment to get started, to make that commitment to buy 3 products every month for the next 12 months. And without discipline, you're not ever going to, in consistency, you're never going to finish. So, excuse me. So with that, let's talk about measurable, predictable results. And that's what you just saw. You saw measurable, predictable results by doing one simple action, right? Buying that business builder pack, finding one person a month, and buying 3 products every month. So you buy that business builder pack, you max out the compensation plan. You get the funnel, that $2,000 funnel for free, right? You make that commitment. And if you can't make the commitment, don't start. Do your sponsor and yourself a favor and just say, you know what, I can't commit. I don't want to try. I don't want you to try. I want you to commit. So if you can't commit, don't start. Put in some time and effort. You got to get trained, right? You've got to follow the plan. And that's why we put the plan out. You got to create that loyalty purchase, $160, basically 100 business volume. You got to create an ad budget if you can, right? Because then you can be part of the cold market ad campaign. So the next 12 months, whether it's $100, $200, $300, whatever the case may be, and then share your decision. You can share your decision about starting a business with Valentus right on our app, right? And you can share that story with everybody right on the app. So, guys, it does take courage, right? It does take courage to go after your dream. And, this is, okay, we got rid of that again. This is how I started. I mean, I started I wanted to show you this, back in June of 2018. My first week, $764. That's how it starts, right? It doesn't start off with making thousands of dollars. You see, in my 5th week, I made no money, right? I made no money. But, as things progressed and time went on, that first month I made $3,120. Not bad, but I want to manage everybody's expectations. Maybe you'll make less than that. Maybe you'll make more than that. Some of the mile markers in 2018, I hit 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 a week. In 2018, I made $73,000, right? In 2019, car bonus. Talk to you about a car bonus. My first car bonus, I got a Range Rover that my wife wanted. So Valentus is paying for my Range Rover. Then I hit 5,000 a week, triple diamond car bonus. Then I hit 10,000 a week. And in 2019, made over $370,000, right? I'm gonna update this. I looked at it a little while ago. 2020 markers. I mean, here we are. It's May. We've gone through June and July, but there's what's happened. Basically, earned $540,000 in those 23 months. I spent that for product, $4,280, and that was a return of over 12,000%. Right? Spent $4,280, made $540. Netted 535, 12,000% return. When I go up to the next level, you gotta, here's how the Valentus car program works. You either pick a car or you take half the money in cash. Well, I'd rather pick a car and let Valentus pay for it. So when my car bonus doubles, which will be shortly, you got to spend it on something, so I've had a lot of cars. I've never had a Bentley. So I've decided that's where it's going to go. It'll be blue because it'll be when I hit blue diamond. So, you know, Cooper convertible. I'm kind of leaning towards convertible since I'm over here on the coast and we have mostly nice weather except for an occasional hurricane. You know, guys, my life in network marketing and our life in network marketing has been outrageous and just wild because we've done some amazing things. We've owned 12 homes. We've lived in the country. We've owned cars. This is my wife's Range Rover, my wife's first Ferrari, my daughter and one of her horses. You know, she got me into equestrian lifestyle. I had no idea what I was about to get into, but I thought, how cute, put this little 5-year-old blonde blue-eyed girl on a horse. Well, it turned into a very expensive hobby, right? And so this was our first house here in Wilmington, our beach house up on an island here near the Outer Banks, and our penthouse in Grand Cayman. So, you know, guys, I'm just saying that living the dream is possible if that's something that you want. You know, with Valentus, that can be a reality if you're willing to make the commitment, if you're willing to put in the time and the effort, and all you've got to do is raise your hand because everybody here is out to help you. So this is a wonderful thought, right? Some of the best days of our lives haven't even happened yet. And Lord knows we need more days of our lives. I told you before that it takes courage, right? It takes courage to go after your dreams. It takes courage to stand there and withstand everything, the ups and the downs, the challenges, the good, the bad, the ugly. And, you know, if you're willing to do that, a lot of great things will happen. I'm going to leave you with this incredible talk by Bishop T.D. Jakes. I listen to this every day, without fail, every day, because he gives me courage.
You got to have the courage. Do you have the courage to act outwardly on what you see inwardly? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? Do you have the courage? I'm going to drop something on you. It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. And if you're more concerned about people than you are God, then neutralize everything he put in you. Just fit in with everybody else. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. For some of you, it took courage to come to this conference. It takes courage to get you outside of the bar. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there though the storms keep raging and the people get to talking and you stand there and say, I've come too far to turn around? Do you have the courage? I'm going to say something to you. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like you forgot where you came from. Look at you talking. It takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered-down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through and all my ancestors have been through,
can see why I watch that. So always puts a smile on my face. Hey guys, thanks for being here this evening. Stay safe wherever you are. Get back to the person that invited you to take a look at Valentus and let them know. Just say, hey, I'm ready to get started, or I'm not ready to get started, or I've got some questions and let me get my questions answered. But if you can get started and you get started with that business builder pack, I would encourage you to do that and bring some people with you. We will have another incredible event tomorrow evening, and the schedule will go out. We post it up on our Facebook page, but the schedule will go out, and it is all about our Valtribe digital marketing system that we have. So with that, God bless everybody. Thanks. Stay safe, and look forward to seeing you here again very soon. Good night, everybody. End.